Thank you for joining us. We're Finding God in Video Games, and today's To Play or Not to Play, we are playing Little Friends Puppy Island. Now you might say, shouldn't you be playing Pikmin 4 right now, since that's the game that just came out this weekend? It's one that you've been waiting for a very long time. It's a good game. It's a great game. And I would say, yes, we should be playing Pikmin 4 right now. That's the game that should be happening. But as you see, we're playing Little Friends, Puppy Island, not just Little Friends. That's a different game. This one is Puppy Island. And
is the first one just called Little Friends?
I believe it's just called Little Friends. I'm not really up on my little friend.
All of the hugging. Am I supposed to like? Oh, okay. I'm not
sure.
But.
So here's what had happened was we planned to play Pikmin 4 because that's a good game, and instead we downloaded this demo because I thought, well, I remember Nintendogs back in the day and some of those fun like pet simulator games on the DS. And I thought, well, our daughter might enjoy playing this. Perhaps, maybe it'll be something that she likes. So we're getting ready to set up, right? And she sees that we downloaded the demo of this. Okay, the demo, just the demo, no cost yet. And then what happened was she saw that in the options, on the screen, you're scrolling by, and so here we are playing Little Friends Puppy Island, because if you're wondering how the story ends, we did not buy Pikmin 4. We did buy Little Friends Puppy Island, and you'll see why. So this is the demo.
This is still the demo.
This is the demo. We own the full game. We want you to understand what transpired that would allow this to occur. So you start out with this. It's always this dog. It's always this little dog right here, and it gives you this nice little run through of things that you can do with the dog. You got to walk the dog. He's going to find some things. These things are things that you can dress your dog up.
Yeah, like that was just a hat.
Yes, and it seems on the surface that this is all going to be very, very fun. It's very good, and it would be, except then, of course, your child decides to love the dog that is in the demo and wants to keep playing it. But as all demos go, they're going to stop. But your child's love for the dog is not going to stop.
Not so much.
Not so much at all. As a matter of fact, once she realized that she was never going to see her doggy friend again, and if she did, it would mean we have to restart the demo, which would mean that the doggy has completely forgotten her, and she has to start over from scratch. He doesn't have his hat. He doesn't know her. He doesn't remember the life that they lived together for those blissful 7 minutes of the demo. It's kind of like 50 First Dates, where it keeps forgetting everything that happened except with this dog. So we had to buy the game, and not Pikmin 4.
Okay,
but this game right here.
Right now we're jumping over a log right now, and for some reason our daughter can do this better. That was awful. Much better than I can. So I always make her do this part versus me because she's much more skilled in this. Oh look, I actually did it the second time.
You did.
The first time I did this, it took me like 10 times, and I finally gave up, gave her the controller. She got it the first time. I was like, oh, of course you did.
So we planned on recording this maybe as a to play or not to play, let's see if this game's any good. We're going to compare it to Nintendogs, let you know what we think about it, and whether it's good for your kids. I'm going to just tell you right now, if you let your kids play this demo, they're not going to let this dog go. And what's going to happen in this demo is you're going to find another dog. And when you find the other dog, the demo is going to stop, and you don't get to have the second dog. And it's going to force you then to buy the full game.
But then you have to go through this whole part all over again.
Yes, you have to do this all over again. You'll play this little Groundhog Day of this dog over and over and over again, every time, with the dog forgetting you've already done this.
So after you take your dog for a walk, though, this is serious. You got to play with them, feed them, check the map. You can dress them and give them a bath. So we're going to go to give him a bath because he's nasty.
It's not going to matter, though, because if your kid starts playing this game, you're going to have to buy it, is the reality of it. I know, because it happened to me. And I don't want it to happen to you. So if you think, well, I'm just going to download this demo because I remember Nintendogs. I remember those being cute series of games, and I think my kids would like that. You might as well just buy the game. It's going to happen to you. It happened to us. It's going to happen to you too. And you're going to be about as bitter about it
All right,
as
so what
we
do we
are.
want to dress him up as?
I don't want to dress him up at all. You're welcome to do whatever you want with this dog. He's not going to know because it's the demo version of it. We, in our real version of the game, have lots of dogs, plenty of dogs. And these dogs all have, well, they have different names, but they're not really,
Well, you get to name them.
they're not the most exciting names in the world. I think she named them Doggy, Dog. There's Puppy. I'm not sure what the rest of them are. They're terribly unexciting and not very inventive names.
What was the pug's name?
Pinky or something because
Pinky.
he's brown. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. So, as far as the game itself goes,
Look, I'm playing fetch with him now.
it's okay. If you played Nintendogs on the DS, this is not that game. It's not quite, I would say, from a standpoint of, like, with Nintendogs, for me, I played it. You know, anybody who had a DS, I think, played it. Like, you had your couple of dogs, and you kind of had to treat it almost like a Tamagotchi kind of thing.
Look, you get to pick between wet food or dry food here.
Yes, I could see how that gives it
exciting.
at least. If you were looking at this and saying this is a 4.5-star game, the option to now have wet food or dry food clearly brings that up to a 5-star game. So it's not even close to Nintendogs. I don't know that you're going to form a feeling around your animals the way that, like, but Nintendogs, you just you could only have a handful. Oh, and is this the end?
Almost. We're gonna go find him, and then you'll see.
Great. All right. So
now we're gonna go find the second dog.
We're gonna walk back through my pain and misery. So if you want to get a game, like Pikmin 4, a good game, don't let your toddler find out that this game exists, because if your game budget was one game, it's going to end up being this game instead of the game that you wanted to get, and it's not as good. But she loves it. So if I was rating this as a toddler, and you get to dress dogs up in horrible costumes,
all of her dogs have this
very
outfit, by the way.
impractical. And I would say, from a dog standpoint, I'd be ashamed to wear this mismatch. That none of this goes together. There's no theme. I don't know what this dog's brand is that they're trying to share with us. But this is going to be the end of the demo, right? Like, this is it.
It's pretty. Oops, I pressed the wrong button.
So that's our to play or not to play story. To play or not to play, I'm going to go with, if your toddler finds out about it, it's going to be a play. You'll have no choice.
I will say that I've played this game a lot with her on the not demo version and the demo version. and it's a little hard for her age to play. Sometimes she has to hand me the controller unless we're walking on the trail. But as soon as we get to the trail and there's buttons, she kind of has a little bit of difficulty with it. So I would say maybe 5 years old is a lot easier to.
So it's not
play.
Nintendogs. It's certainly not Pikmin 4. I don't know if I've mentioned that or not yet.
He's really upset
But
with
what it's okay. I'm gonna go with it's in that realm of, if you have a little one that wants to play it, yes. If you were someone who had an affection for Nintendogs back in the day, this is not going to fill any of that for you.
That's the demo.
So that's the demo. If your kids watch this, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to buy this for them.
This is the part where when she watched this part, it was over.
Because it's Puppy Island, and who wouldn't want to go there?
Yeah.
So that's what we have for you. Thank you very much for joining us. We're not going to be playing Pikmin 4 anytime soon. We're just going to Puppy Island, and if you end up joining us, I'm sorry. Thanks for joining us. See you next time for more Play or Not.